Okay,
What's
basketball.
what's kind of the, I guess, the layout this week, as far as I assume you got at least one big scrimmage day,
Yeah.
and then what's kind of the plan with Clay, and will he potentially compete in that scrimmage?
Um, so I'll know more after tomorrow's practice. We went super light today. It was it was mostly shooting and a little station work, just adding, a little offensive stuff and a couple defensive concepts that we wanted to review. And tomorrow will be a heavier practice, and then Thursday we'll scrimmage. So, I doubt Clay would scrimmage Thursday. When we decided on this plan with the training staff, it was, let's be really cautious and conservative. And but I'll talk to the training staff more tomorrow and have a better feel.
That rule him out Sunday if he can't scrimmage Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the best part of camp for you?
The sushi dinner I had the night before our last game, incredible dinner. I think just the overall experience in Japan was amazing. The people are so kind and considerate, and you just feel that love when you're there, and you feel very safe and connected, and it's a beautiful, peaceful city. I mean, everything's so clean. There's a park across the street from our hotel that was probably the most beautiful park I've ever seen in my life. So it's just the overall experience was fantastic, and playing a couple games was good for our team, and we got a good foundation to really get camp started from here. So very successful trip.
Do you keep up to date as much as possible with all the contract potential talks that are going on in the next few weeks? Do you stay away from it? Yeah.
It's not something I discuss every day with Bob, but if anything is going on, he usually kind of just pulls me aside and shares, what's happening. So, Bob and I haven't talked about it in a week or so. I know usually this stuff, as far as Jordan is concerned, it always goes to the last second with all these extensions, rookie extensions. So, but with the other guys, those extensions could happen at any time. So there's not a deadline on anything, and so I don't pay much attention to it. That's Bob's job. But if there's anything that's pressing or that comes up, he'll let me know.
Hey, Steve, what enticed you guys to bring in Ty Jerome, and how do you view his game?
Well, it's a unique opportunity. He's a big point guard. Legit 6'6", really good passer. I think we were interested in a more pass first point guard. Letting Mac go was tough. I love Mac, and I think he's an NBA player. But I think for our roster, we needed more of a pass-first guy, and Ty is a very intriguing player because of his size and his ability to see over the top of the defense, his pick-and-roll play. So it's a great opportunity for us to get a look at him and for him to play with our guys.
You had three, I guess we'll say rookies. I'm looping James into that last year. James obviously didn't play. The other two were very fringe rotation. This season, those three are going to play, and then you have two rookies behind them. How does that change the dynamics and, I guess, the player development plan? Like, how different is this season in that respect compared to last season?
I guess the biggest difference is, we basically have 5 or 6 super young players. Last year we just had the 3. So having more young players means we've got to be efficient in deciding who's going to Santa Cruz and when. What do our off days look like? We'll probably do more scrimmaging on off days, given that we'll have a lot of young players who will be fighting for playing time in games. But it's just it's nothing that different than what we normally do, which is kind of manage the roster that we have and do what's best for each individual player.
Is this season more of a challenge for your veterans than last season because there's more young guys, more guys to teach, less Otto Porters coming off the bench, and stuff like that?
Yeah, it could be. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, I thought last year our additions, Otto and Belly in particular, as vets, were really key. Were really important dynamics for our team. But we added Dante. I consider Dante to be, even though he's a pretty young guy, he's a vet. He's been around. He's been on a championship team. He knows what he's doing. This team will take shape as we go, and that's kind of what makes coaching fun is, you don't know exactly what you have until a couple months into the season, and things tend to become clearer as you go because players, either earn time or show that they're not quite ready yet, and you factor all that stuff in, and then you try to put together a program that reflects all that.